Okay. So now, okay, Mr. Shaharaz, I know that you have developed a lot of buildings and you have done a lot of construction in different parts of the world. You have done very successful buildings in Tel Aviv, but also in Paris, Romania, and other parts. And Querétaro in Mexico is also a very successful project over there. And now you decided to invest over here in La Paz. You decided to invest in the area of La Ventana, but how do you come with this vision? And also, why do you choose La Ventana?
Okay, thank you, Eduardo. I would like to introduce myself, and I will apologize about my English, so it's not so good. But my reputation is good. So I'm in the age of 48. I'm married. I have 3 kids. I live in Israel, and I'm doing business almost the last 20 years, only in real estate developments. This is my goal. I have in Israel a company. It's going public to the Tel Aviv stock market in next February. I'm very proud of it. In Israel, we've got 26 projects, 9 already delivered, and we've got in Romania a small development, about 250 units. We've got in Paris a rental project, and here in Mexico, I do with the 2 different regions. One of them is Querétaro. I have 3 different projects in Querétaro: Cañadas del Lago, Zibata, and what is the third? I don't remember. Juriquilla. Sorry. It's almost 300 units in total. And La Ventana is the diamond for me. It's a special because I'm coming from abroad. I put my heart in this project. I'm in love with the people with La Paz area, and I decided after 7 or 8 years in the area to go for ambition project. This one is for me is the special one. I put here a lot of money, a lot of effort, and I took the best people that I ever imagined to bring this project. And that's why I came here from the beginning.
Thank you, Shahar. So the other question, Jeff, this is something that we have been asked a lot. It's about the timeline of the project, and also could existing units be merged?
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us. I'm Jeff Moore. I've been a broker and designer for over 30 years in Miami. I live in Miami. And Shahar brought my partner Eyal and I over here about a year and a half ago and asked us if he had a project, and we helped him put together this, what we consider to be a masterpiece. Timeline, we expect to break ground in about 6 months on the first phase. We actually reserved on 2 buildings, not 1. We're reserved on 14 units already. And we have 1 bedroom, just a couple of 1-bedroom condos, a good number of 2-bedroom condos, and 11 estate homes and villas. And at this point, if someone wants to merge units or customize units, we're able to accommodate that. That won't last for very long. We actually have somebody looking at combining 2 1-bedroom units up and down and doing something really cool with a couple thousand square feet. We're able to accommodate.
Thank you. Thank you, Jeff. Also, there's another question here, Shahar. How long has HPP been active in the market?
HPP since 2007 in Tel Aviv, and in Mexico in 2009.
Thank you. And what services, Jeff, will be available in Ventamar? And and what is the total property size?
So Shahar originally had 5 acres, second tier from the ocean. He brought Eyal and I over here, and we told him, you don't have a project unless you have oceanfront property. And so he's a crazy person. He bought another 8 acres, and now we have 13 acres of property, about 55,000 square feet, 55,000 square meters. We're building a walled, gated, secure community with on-site property management, concierge, leasing, gate access. We will have the most spectacular beach club, as you saw, with over 3,000 square feet of indoor covered dining and bar, with a generous amount of exterior dining, with a spectacular infinity edge pool elevated about 40 feet above the beach. We will have platforms going down to the beach. We'll have kite surfer storage and other equipment storage. We have a second building, second pool, and that building is a fitness center, American style, with about 3,500 square feet, floating inside of a pool that will accommodate families. So the beachfront pool will be adults only, and the other pool will allow families with children. We have a beautiful arroyo through the property going down to the ocean. We're going to use the indigenous landscaping on site, relocate and enhance it. We're not going to do a typical, what you guys are used to here with lots of palm trees and grass and looks more like California than Mexico. We're going to go with the more indigenous landscaping and a little more authenticity than you might see here. But in terms of quality, as good or better that you've seen here, at a much, much, much better price.
Okay, thank you, Jeff. And also, we would like to know something that about Ventamar. Will the development be open to public? And also, what are the financing options?
The community will not be open to the public. It'll be open to the residents, to their guests, to people that lease through the rental program. We will have a rental program available for all the buyers because obviously people are not going to necessarily be here all year. But we will have limited memberships for the beach club and the fitness center. We will do it in a very, very small increments so that we fill and activate the restaurant and bar area, but we're talking maybe 100 memberships or so. We will be giving the top salesperson, co-broker in the community 2 years membership in the beach club.
Wow.
And this is the only thing of its kind in that area. You have some nice places here, there's nothing there. So if somebody wants a place to hang out on the weekend and swim and dine and eat and enjoy and drink, this is the place, and work out. I think that the nearest gym is a pretty basic one. So not open to the public, open to residents, tenants, and a very limited number of members.
Oh, those are wonderful, wonderful news. Thank you, Jeff, for that. And from now on, I'm going to pass the mic if you might have any other questions that you want to ask the developer. And Jeff, please feel free to do it.
Hi there. The property management, I'm just wondering if you're going to allow outside management to come in or if it has to be exclusive to the development, your on-site property managers.
At this point, we're not sure.
Okay.
We do want to maintain a quality control. We want people to, when they're renting, check in at the front desk, be guided to the unit. We want to know who's coming in and out. It's not about profit. So we're really not sure. We may want to keep it in-house just to maintain quality control, but that's not decided yet.
And the second question is, how far is the development, I can't figure it out, from actual downtown La Paz?
40-minute drive.
40 minutes. On a paved road?
Beautiful paved road with beautiful scenery.
That's not a silly question here.
Not at all. We are paving a couple of kilometers of road to the site, so we understand that question.
Hi. Well, thank you very much for the presentation and welcome in Baja California Sur. My name is Vincent Ferrero. I'm the president of AMPI Los Cabos. So we are very excited in the real estate community to have you guys here. And as you may know, we have a little bit problem here for the water. So my question is, how are you going to manage the water? Are you going to build a desalinization plant? What about the dark water? Especially in a place like this one, which is really a jewel. So that's my first question. And what is it a sustainable development? I mean, do you use solar panels or things like that? So congratulations, good luck, and we are happy to help. Thanks.
Merci.
Merci à vous.
We are in the process of going through all of the environmental approvals and all of the decisions regarding utilities. We will have a desalination plant. We will be bringing power to the site. A couple of kilometers is the distance that we need to travel with road, with power. We will have solar panels. Not sure whether that will be for the common areas, for the pool, for the amenities, or for the houses, or a combination thereof. It's still in the works. We're going to be as sustainable as possible. I will tell you that utilizing indigenous landscaping that doesn't need to be watered all the time is going to be a big help. So we're going to do everything that we can to be sustainable, but we're going to also make sure that everybody has power and water as they need. Tia?
Thank you. I just wanted to know how many total units, and you were talking about a price range from 300 to 500,000. Does that, so the 300, is that for the one bedrooms where it starts? Because I saw the slide you had, we're only talking about the 2-bedroom and the villas. Just to clarify, thank you.
So the prices are the mid threes up to about $800,000. There's going to be a price increase very soon because we reserved very well. We only have a couple of 1-bedrooms and they're already reserved. The 2-bedrooms start in the mid threes. So basically mid threes to about 5, give or take, for a 2-bedroom with about 1,500 square feet, 10-foot ceilings, 8-foot doors, beautiful kitchens with quartz countertops, GE stainless steel profile appliances, large format porcelain flooring included, built-in closets included, tremendous floor plans. If you understand floor plans, take a look at our room sizes, the dimensions, the way everything works. They're seamless. We have deep balconies so people can actually put a table outside and have dinner or breakfast or lunch, or they can put lounge chairs on their balconies and enjoy the outdoors. So mid threes up to 8 right now for the biggest, best located estate home at the top with a mountain view on one side and the ocean view on the other. Right here.
I'm sorry, my colleague here had a question about the sewer. What are you doing with the sewer, with gray water?
Honestly, I don't know. Eyal, can you address that question?
We're going to have we are going to have a sewer plant on premises that we are now in the initial stages of design of all the civil work, including sewer. Some of the sewer will be gravity, some of the sewer will be pumps, but all the sewer will be collected to a sewer plant, and that's it. It's going to be. It's in the plans right now. It's in the plans.
Jeff, we talked earlier about reserving our clients. I would like you to expand on that because you get a little bit nervous. And are you going to be in the MLS?
Yes, we already are.
Oh, are you?
Actually, we are in the MLS right now.
Good. All right, well, there you go.
You are very much welcome and invited to come with your clients to the sales center, but you are not required. If you have a client, you'll register them with us, you'll send them, you'll put them in contact with an on-site agent, they'll come up, we make the sale, you get paid. Let me elaborate on the payment schedule. So we have a $10,000 reservation deposit, fully refundable, until we go to contract in about 60 to 90 days. At that point, we'll need the balance of 10%. 90 days later, another 10%. When we pour the slab on the building or the villa or the estate home, another 10%. We reach the roof of the villa or the condo, another 10%. 40% in total over a period about a year, give or take. The balance at closing. The developer will finance for a limited time only. Anybody that reserves now or signs a contract shortly will finance 50% of the purchase price for 5 years at 6% interest only. We really want to make it easy for people to get in here. We know that a majority of buyers, not all, will be Americans. Americans can't finance here as far as I know. So this allows them to dispose of assets maybe that they need to dispose of over a few-year period and have financing available. So the terms are really great. You will get your commissions in 5 stages. You'll get your first 20% after the payment of the first 10%, another 20% every 10%. You'll get to 80 and 20% at closing. So you'll be making money from almost the beginning as soon as we go to contract.
Okay,
Do
any
you have
other
a question
question?
here? She's going to give you a mic. Just a moment.
Thank you. Just if you can just get more details on the financing options, either for Mexicans or non-Mexicans, please.
Doesn't matter, Mexicans, not Mexicans, we don't discriminate.
Okay.
So a buyer that chooses to have financing,
Right.
as long as their credit is not horrendous, will get a 5-year interest-only loan at closing for 50% of the sales price at 6% interest only with a balloon after 5 years. Does that answer your question?
Kind of.
So go ahead.
Well, I just want to know what the criteria you're going to use. I mean, what score?
A decent credit score.
Okay.
In the US, and Mexicans will figure out how to qualify a Mexican or a European or whatever it is. I said, you get a loan for sure. Okay.
Hi, what are your homeowner association fees going to be?
We are working on that. It's not set. I think it's going
Any
to...
idea?
No,
Más o menos?
no, that's something that's in the works and will be decided before anyone's asked to sign a contract. You'll have those answers. I think they're higher than what anybody's ever seen in La Ventana or La Paz, because there's nothing of this level other than maybe Costa Baja, which is now rebranded. But it's going to be very much in line with what you guys are used to here. It's going to be reasonable, but we do have a staff on site. We do have security. We do have amenities. We'll need to heat the pool. We'll need to, take care of plantings. Our water utilization for planting, again, is going to be very negligible because everything's going to be indigenous. So you'll know before you go to contract. Right now, all you need is a $10,000 deposit. Somebody changes their mind in 2 weeks, they get the money back. Until we go to contract, it's fully refundable.
How far along are you in the construction? How many buildings, units?
We haven't started to build yet. We're going
not
through,
started?
no,
Oh.
we're going through all of the environmental now. You have to catalog every tree that's on the site. You have to relocate them. You have to replant them. We will expand. We have to do a beach cleanup. We want to bring in some white sand to the beach, move some rocks around, do some work over there, all of the utilities that we need to bring to site. We plan on breaking ground in the first phase, which are the 2 buildings and the clubhouse with infinity pool in the next 6 months. I like you.
I'm sorry.
No, I like you. You ask questions.
I have clients right now looking in that area. So the financing, did you say 50% down?
No. Well, yes, at closing.
At closing, yeah.
Now $10,000.
No, yeah, but at closing,
At closing, 50% down. You get a 50% loan at 6% interest, 5 years fixed.
okay.
With the balloon.
Five-year balloon.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Gentleman here. Right here, Marina.
It sounds like your pre-construction pricing is very aggressive. Do you have an idea when the project is complete, what these will sell for based on other things in the area?
If anybody asked you that question, would you be able to answer it? I don't think so. You mean aggressively low or aggressively high? I agree. I think you're going to see a lot of appreciation here, but I've been a broker for over 30 years. I can't promise you what the unit's going to be worth. You guys know because you guys are in living in the future relative to this location. You know what things go for here. You know that area is now really starting to be hot. So I think that you're going to see a higher level of appreciation here than you will in Cabo today because of the amount of inventory, because of the height of the prices. But that's just my opinion.
I think it's a very interesting project because it's in the middle of nowhere. And like Los Cabos finally used to be when everything started here. So I guess you are an example of how to take a risk. And I think it's important to this area, especially for the local people too, because they are not part of the boom of Los Cabos. So I really think this is a very interesting niche because of all the amenities, because of privacy, because you are close to the international airport, but far away from the busy Los Cabos. I think you will succeed. So my question is, how are you going to market outside of Mexico? Thanks.
Welcome. I don't want to answer all the questions if you want to jump in. Okay. He claims it's his English, but his English is perfect. We are about to start a campaign utilizing social media, influencers from Mexico and abroad, and database marketing. Will be specifically database marketing to people in feeder markets, along with Facebook and Instagram and other social media outlets. We'll be doing a lot of video work, very cutting edge, specific marketing. We only have 95 homes to sell. Yes, it's in the middle of nowhere, but it's really not nowhere. La Ventana has some restaurants and some activities and new hotels popping up. It's just such a spectacular area, and it's kind of the anti-Cabo. Not that Cabo isn't great, but it's for people that don't want to be in the middle of everything and with everyone. They're a little bit more pioneering and see the vision of what's going on in this place. So I think it's a really easy sale. I'm buying one. Thanks.
You need to be a foreigner to see the potential. It's only 100 miles from here, so it's a great potential.
I lived in Miami for a long time. I've been a broker for a long time. I bought real estate for a long time. And if you know anything about Miami Beach, for instance, or Miami, and you know about the appreciation that's happened there, you can easily understand what the potential is over here. Any more questions? This is like a kind of shy section, except for one guy. Okay.
Okay, I think, the most important thing that you want to know is that only for $10,000 you can reserve a spectacular residence over there, and you will get the best location, the best terms, and obviously a pre-discount only for pre-sale, for pre-sale prices. So I think it's fantastic that you talk to your clients, your potential clients, get to know our sales center, get to know the project. It's beautiful. It's really going to change in a very positive way La Ventana. So we want to invite you all over to our sales center, La Ventana. Phil will be there full time, and of course our sales team from Global Real Estate will be also very happy to assist you. So if you don't have any further questions, we want to thank Mr. Shahar Ras, Mr. Jeff Moore for being here today. We really appreciate your time. And thank you, of course, thank you all of you, because all the MLS members, AMPI members, President of AMPI Los Cabos, thank you all for being here today. It's been a pleasure, and we will wait for you in La Ventana. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.